The next part of our travel journal will be to make an envelope to hold our ephemera, and we will use the Creative Memories envelope and bow maker. This tool is very capable but not intuitive, so this will be a bit of a tutorial as well as a demonstration. First, we choose our card size. I'm going to make it 4 by 6, which will tell us the paper size. So for 4 by 6, we need an 8 1/4 inch square. And then it will give us the punch guide, which here's our punch guide, and it will tell us what number. In our case, it is the 3/8 mark right here on this punch guide. So our numbers are for a 4 by 6 card, an 8 1/4 inch square, and we'll start our embossing lines at the 3 3/8 inch mark. I found this piece of paper from the Art Nouveau collection, and I like both sides of it. But this brings about an interesting dilemma for me. The pattern on here is a bit directional. It is also directional on the back. And so I want to maintain the direction once I make the envelope. Because when we make an envelope, the paper gets turned about 45 degrees. And so I don't want the direction to be slanted. I want it to maintain its orientation. So I want to cut my square in a way that will maintain the vertical orientation once I have shifted my paper. I figured that out, and I'm going to share the numbers with you. That will make things simple. So to get my 8 1/4 inch square, we're going to use our 12-inch trimmer. And the first thing we're going to do is cut our paper into an 11 1/2 inch square. We're going to cut a 1/2 inch from two sides of this paper to get it down to 11 1/2 by 11 1/2. So now our square is 11 1/2 by 11 1/2. And now I want to cut triangles off of the 4 corners. And to do that, we're going to put our paper on the 45-degree line of our trimmer. I love this feature of the trimmer, the 45-degree line of our trimmer. And we're going to put the tip of our paper over at the 4 1/4 inch line. So we're going to make sure the tip of our paper hits this line. So we have our paper on the 45-degree angle, and it's on the 4 1/4 inch line. And now we'll cut our first triangle. We'll rotate it and put this corner on the 45-degree line and the 4 1/4 inch line. And we'll rotate again, put our edge on the 4 1/4 inch line. And finally, we'll put this edge on the 4 1/4, lined up on the 45-degree line. And now we have a square. Our direction is going 45 degrees. But once we fold up our corners to make our envelope, they will be going vertically like we want them to. So I've pulled out these bars that will extend the paper, and I remove this embossing tool right here. I want to orient my paper first, so this is what I call up. So I'm going to make the first set of embossing lines up. I'm putting my paper on this 3/8 inch line, just like the instructions over here said to do. So with my paper oriented with this edge on that 3/8 inch line, I'm going to make an embossing line here and here. It does not have to be deep. Make sure you can feel the embossing, but don't press so hard that you cut your paper. Okay, so now we've done our first corner. Now the instructions are to rotate our paper 180 degrees. And so, because this is a paper has been oriented for us, I'm going to pick up this bottom corner and move it to become the top. And then place the edge again at the 3/8 inch. And now emboss these two. And now it's beginning to actually look like an envelope. Now we can ask ourselves, which side do we want to be showing the most of? And for me, that is this side. So I want this side to fold up, and then these sides will fold over, albeit they'll be upside down. But note, our design is straight up and down, not at an angle. And if we had just cut the square from the paper as it was, it would have been at an angle. Our next step is to punch this little triangle right here. And the tool is set up to do that for us. We put our lines where these notches here are and just punch. You can do it either from the top or the bottom, face up or face down. Okay, so we've put the 4 notches in. Now, because we have this soft curve, let's also round the corners. And the corner rounder is built right into this tool. Makes a lovely shape. I'm going to fold it to see if I'm getting it in the direction that I want it to go. And it looks like I do. And it looks like we're almost ready to seal it. But wait, here's the hack. Think of it like this. You're going to be placing a lot of items into this envelope. And this crease right here can be weak, especially if you gave it a hard embossing. So we're going to strengthen this seam right here. And what I use is ordinary cellophane tape, any type you have. I'm putting it right over the fold, just one layer, and I'm pressing it down, and now I'm refolding. But now there's a little extra strength added to this seam to help protect this envelope so the bottom won't rip and your items fall out. So now with our beautiful envelope, I'm going to use the strong adhesive, and I'm going to put it on these pieces so I don't accidentally put some on the tip here and then tape it down to that, sealing my envelope. And I'm going to run strong adhesive along this line and along this line. We want to not get it on the inside of our envelope because we don't want to seal in the envelope. And now we have a great envelope to put in our journal. So here is our journal, and I like to put my ephemera page near the back. I can put it just like this, but you know me, I think I'm going to want to decorate my page a little bit. Next, I'm going to decorate this page with washi tape. I have 2 rolls from the Passport to Adventure washi tape set. I'm going to put this one horizontal on the bottom. Then I'm going to make notched banners on this one, because if you look with this one, the orientation is vertical like this, whereas the orientation of this one is horizontal. Using washi tape to decorate, I love pretty washi tapes. I'm a little picky, but I'm just going to put a strip of washi tape along the bottom. And that instantly brightens up our page. Now, to make a fishtail banner with washi tape, we do it the same way with paper. We fold it over and get the lines straight, and then we cut at an angle. Well, let's try again. There we go. And now we have a nice fishtail banner that we can put right here. And don't worry, washi tape is a low-tack tape, which means it's not very sticky, and you can pull it up if you need to. We have put some washi tape along the bottom. We've put 2 banner flags. We notched out a piece of washi tape here, and we took a scrap from our envelope and made another notch banner. And now what's left is to adhere our envelope to the page. And once again, we'll use our strong adhesive. We want to get this on straight the first time, so we'll be very careful. And now we have a wonderful place to put those tickets, brochures, and other pieces that we pick up along the way. And this is the end of this tutorial series for making a travel journal. We've made a cover page, we've made itinerary tags, we've made calendars, we've made journaling pages and journaling pocket cards. And we have made ephemera pages. For a bonus to each of these, I'm going to continue to record making the remaining pages of this journal and post them often, and hopefully you will come along and join with me as I fill up this album and get it ready to record the memories of our next grand vacation. We will also make other journals coming soon. Thank you once again so much.